Hello everybody, Epic Mewtwo here. Today we are back with a video that I have been fiending to make another one of. A Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle banner differences video, global versus JP. If you guys remember this series from a hot minute back, whenever they would make a change on a global banner, I would go over it, kind of compare them, see which banner is better, you know, is the banner worth your stones at all that kind of stuff. And they haven't changed a banner in a hot minute. So just for the sake of this video series, I'm glad they finally made a banner change. Today, of course, we are going to be looking at the Super Saiyan 3 Bardock banner that just dropped on Global. And thankfully for the graphic designer within me, they didn't change Bardock's position or Super Saiyan 3 Goku's position, and they just changed the you know, obviously the unit featured here, which we'll talk about in a second. Also, they added some text here, so that's kind of interesting. And of course, they, you know, changed this a little bit because, you know, the Japanese text is different size and format are different or whatever. But thank you, Bandai Akatsuki, for not triggering the graphic designer within me. Now, let's take a look at the actual changes to the banner here, right? So these are all the units on the banner for both versions. As you can see, what is kind of interesting here is, so I'm not sure, let's see, what unit is different, because there is an additional unit that I'm not seeing. Oh, okay, so Bardock just isn't here. That's weird. That must just be a display error. So obviously that's the unit that's missing, but just assume that Bardock is here on JP. Alright, I was gonna say, wait a minute, that's really weird. Or this is the global one, sorry about that. Anyhow, so let's take a look at these banners, right? So originally on JP, this banner was, you know, basically the same on Global, except of course on JP they had Angel Golden Frieza over Omega Shinron. So the banner, you know, had Angel Golden Frieza, Super Saiyan 3 Bardock, Super Saiyan 3 Goku, Super Saiyan Blue Int Vegeta, Rage Trunks, Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, Int Janemba, and then of course the SR Goku. This is, I believe, actually the banner where he was introduced on JP, the physical one. And then the AGL Bardock, because you can awaken him and raise the SA of the Super Saiyan 3 one, or you can just get a Super Saiyan 3 one. Now, they of course removed Angel Golden Frieza on the banner on Global in place of Omega Shinron. I believe the only reason why they did this, because if we pop over to the latest global banners here, of course Angel Golden Frieza was just on the UI Goku and Jiren banner, and of course this is the same as the banner was on JP, but the difference with this banner was of course the timing. Obviously this banner came out, you know, this banner came out technically, and when we say, let me clarify something as well here too. I'm gonna say it came out a lot earlier on Global, and you know, that kind of sounds weird. Well, what do you mean by that? Basically, like, compared to the usual, like, time difference and when they release a banner on JP and when they release a banner on Global, it came out early for the usual kind of standard we have for that, which of course Global's been, like, you know, knocking that out of the park for a while now. But either way, they still got it pretty early. Nonetheless though, Golden Frieza was just on the banner on Global. It actually literally, like, just went away when the Bardock banner came. And then, so I'm pretty sure that's why they took Angel Golden Frieza off of here. That would be the only reason I could think of anyway, because obviously, you know, they just had the unit. It's like, oh, there's no incentive to summon, you know, or at least less incentive to summon on the banner if the unit was literally just there. And I know a lot of people did summon on that banner as well. So let's talk about if this banner is actually worth, and how it compares to JP. In terms of the worth on this banner, here's the thing, right? A lot of these units are kind of old. Like, obviously the best units on the banner are Bardock. Keep in mind, he's just not being displayed here. Omega, Super Saiyan 3, Goku. Those three are the three best units on the banner, right? These guys, these four, are not outdated, I suppose, but they're kind of outdated. You know, Trunks, nobody really uses him as a leader. There's kind of other options for you to run instead of him. He's still a good unit though. Vegeta is a really fantastic unit. He's actually one of my favorite units in the game. But he's, excuse me, I don't know, I just choked on my own spit there. That was weird. He's really old though, and like the majority of people that I know already have him. Like, he's a pretty common unit that's you know, been on a bunch of banners in the past. I know a lot of people have him. If you don't, he's definitely a good option. He's not like a unit that's like, oh, I need to have him, but he is a fantastic tank. I really do like him as a unit. So he's really good. But yeah, like I said, you know, he's just been around for a while, and a lot of people have him already. Janemba is like, I don't even know if he's still optimal on Extreme Int. He's still good on Extreme Int, and, you know, it's like no one really runs that team nowadays anyway too much. He's not a bad unit for that team, but really, you know, everything else, he's basically just SA fodder for STR Janemba. So he's not really that good. And Super Saiyan Blue Int Vegeta is a fantastic unit, but obviously, you know, like every good unit, they kind of have a new version come out with the, you know, the Pure Saiyan later, the Super Saiyan Blue Evolution Vegeta, would I guess be technically his successor. He's still a good unit, but again, he's kind of older at this point, and he's been on a lot of banners, so most people as well should have him by now. But of course, Omega Shinron is the Shadow Dragon leader. He's really good. He's really good on Extreme Fizz. He's a really powerful unit. Angel Ku is a fantastic unit. Obviously, Tech is one of the best teams in the game in terms of the mono teams. And he's just a really good unit himself. And of course, Super Saiyan 3 Bardock is definitely highly underestimated. Is Bardock going to show up here if I open this up? No, I guess he's not. Weird. Wonder why he's not displaying there. Either way, though. Bardock is a definitely underrated unit. Actually, you know what we can do here? Let's pop it open in the Dokkan wiki to actually take a look at him. But I know a lot of people are just like, he's okay. But he's actually kind of an underrated unit in my opinion. But before we take a look at Bardock itself, is this banner worth summoning on? If you don't have Angel Ku, I would say definitely 100%. Omega, the other thing too is that not a lot of people run him as their leader, unfortunately, even though the team is pretty good. I actually run them. I know, well, I've seen a fair amount of Omega Shinrons on Global, but when it comes to JP, not a lot of people run him. So I don't know if it's just because more people pulled for him or whatnot. But either way, though, he is still a very good unit. And the other thing is too, though, in the case of like Bardock himself, if you don't have a lot of Super Saiyan 3 units, then maybe hold off on him, because obviously, you know, his team is obviously the Super Saiyan 3 category, and obviously Angel Ku helps with that. But, you know, it's just kind of like, you know what I mean? Like, if you don't have a lot of Super Saiyan 3 units, then you don't really have, you know, a team that warrants him. Now, he is, of course, fantastic on Super Int. Let's actually take a look at him right here. But still. So here we go, right? Super Saiyan 3 category, and he does give a boost to attack. That's why he's so cool as well, right? The 100%, 130% boost to HP and attack and defense plus 170%. And then he has straight up LR Gohan's leader skill. Of course, you know, he causes immense damage. And the medium chance to seal, that goes off quite a bit from me using him in the past, which is pretty cool. Well, I don't know why that's a Bardock thing, or Bardock seal, but whatever. And then, of course, passive attack and defense plus 100% when performing a super attack. All super class allies attack plus 40% when HP is 70% or below. That, or sorry, yeah, that's correct. That's a really good passive. Of course, you know, he's giving himself a boost. He himself doesn't really hit that hard. Once his passive goes off with the second part, he does hit a lot harder, but obviously he's boosting the rest of the team a lot. So he's not really much of a hard hitter, to be honest. Like, I know that kind of seems weird considering he's a Dokkan Fest unit. From just personal experience using him in the past, he's definitely not the hardest hitter on the team. You know, Angel Ku is a hard hitter. If you have LR Super Saiyan 3 Goku, which I know a lot of you guys did pull him on the Tapion banner, he's a really powerful hitter on that team. Let's actually take a look at the rest of the characters on that category. This Goku, if you have him buffed up, is really powerful. Mine's Rainbow on JP, absolutely disgusting. Broly is a great unit for that team. He hits pretty hard as well. Obviously, Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks hits fantastic as well. So there are a lot of good options, you know, for hard hitters on this team besides Bardock. He's not really going to be your hard hitter. But nonetheless, I would say it's worth throwing a couple multis on. If you have the LR Super Saiyan 3 Goku, this one, then definitely go all in, because that team is absolutely fantastic. Like, that's that unit's best team for sure. You know, obviously just besides the leader skill itself, giving him that 170% boost. I would say definitely go in for this banner. If you're missing Angel Ku, throw a couple multis at it. Just keep in mind as well, the 3-year anniversary is coming soon to global. That should, I think, be the next Dokkan Fest banner, if I'm not mistaken. So just be careful, you know, if you're a whale, obviously go ahead and go in. But if you're free to play, you know, and you don't have a good Super Saiyan 3 team, you know, or if you don't really need any of the other units on the banner, then I would say just hold off. If you have LR Goku, though, definitely do at least a couple multis, because, you know, obviously he is fantastic on that team. Even if you don't have a lot of other units for the team, I'd still say summon for him. But yeah, that's my final verdict there. Besides that, we of course compare the two banners. Now, with comparing these two banners, you know, obviously it's a little bit difficult since Angel Golden Freeze was literally like just here on global. But what I'm gonna do is kind of just forget about that aspect for a while and just compare the banner units, like at face value, what is more worth. And personally, I would say the JP banner in this case is the better one. And the only reason why I say that is because a lot of the units on here jive a little bit better. And what I mean by that is that, like, the first 3 units, like Frieza, you can use as the lead and have both of these guys on the team, because obviously they're both revived warriors. And that was their kind of intention with that as well. When this banner came out, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, the current EZA at the time, the weak team to it was revived warriors. So obviously, you know, they wanted to give you another chance to get Angel and Frieza. Am I wrong on that? I might be wrong on that. No, I don't know. Either way, though, I'm pretty sure that, from what I remember, someone can correct me on the comments on that fact, but either way, besides that, you know, obviously you can run these two guys on the Revived Warrior team. You know, of course you can run Angel Ku and Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta on the Bardock team. None of the other guys are Revived Warriors. Actually, you know what? You could run Janemba on that team. Now that I think about it, he is definitely on that category. But with the global banner, like, Omega just kind of seems out of place. Like, you know, obviously the Super Saiyan 3 stuff applies to, you know, like, just pretend Bardock's right there. Just applies, you know, to the same thing for Goku and Vegeta. But, you know, Omega doesn't really fit on any teams with the rest of the cards on there. I think they just kind of needed a unit to replace Frieza, and they're like, oh, let's just put Omega. So I'd say the JP banner was a little bit better in this case, but the other thing, you know, if we bring back into perspective the fact that Frieza was just here, in my opinion, then it's not such a big deal, because, you know, obviously you might have just pulled him anyway. But either way, though, guys, that is going to do it for me. I'm so glad I got to do another one of these. I've been waiting a hot minute to be able to make another one of these videos. Hope you guys enjoyed nonetheless. I certainly did, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Have a good two out. Peace.